Greetings, friends, fam. Thank you so much for joining us here today. It's another Clarity 15, and I pray that last week was a special one for you. And I know you're geared up for what is in store for you on today. I know that prayer by Pastor Bonner was just phenomenal this morning, and you're still reeling from what the Lord used him to impart to you. Listen, I just have a few points that I want to give you on today. I know that you're excited about starting your great week, but I was just thinking as I was preparing for you that last week I talked about something called an emergency and what an emergency really is and why people do not pursue their purposes, and decided to do the sequel on today because many people raved about their time with me on last week and what they gleaned from our session. The first point that I want to give you today is never allow an emergency to be your excuse not to pursue purpose. There are many things that will vie for your attention, many things that will try to get you to focus on that particular thing because it's a supposed emergency. There are many people that will tell you that they have an emergency in their lives and will want you to stop what you're doing to pay attention to their supposed emergency. But everybody else's emergency is not your emergency. And if you do have a personal emergency in your life, never allow that particular emergency to stop you from pursuing your purpose. Never allow it to be an excuse. It will always be an excuse for you not to pursue your purpose, but you've got to resist and fight the urge or the impulse to make an excuse or to allow what seems to be an emergency to stop you from aligning yourself with what God wants you to realize. The second point that I want to share with you today is you must discern what is important now. If you're ever going to be great, you got to know what's needed now. What is the one thing that I must do right now, such that by doing it, everything else becomes unnecessary or unimportant. There are many of you that are watching me right now and you wonder, what is the one thing that I must do now? Your ability to divide, to distinguish that one thing that I need to do right now, the thing that I must discern in my own mind that's important right now to make things happen for me in the right direction. I believe that the difference between nothing and something is your ability to discern the now. What do I need to discern right now to make things happen for me in the way of my purpose? The third thing that I want to share with you on today is this. You must be willing to lose in order to gain. I don't know how many people out there who are watching me this morning has lost some things, but I'm sure that you can attest that what you lost, you don't need anymore. Just think about it. You've spent time during the pandemic, and there were some things that you thought that you always needed over the course of your lives. But look at you now. You've learned to survive without them. Also, there are some things that you've lost yourself in you. You've lost your pride. You've lost your anger. You've lost your frustration. You've even lost your ability to manipulate your way and politic your way through life without love being the abiding force. Well, friends of mine, you've got to be willing to lose to gain. Losing those things have taught all of us, and I'm sure it's taught you, that it was more important for you to give that up than for you to carry that into the next chapter of your life, which ultimately would have affected your progress. Friends of mine, I know you're ready for an exciting week on this amazing Monday, and you're ready to do some incredible things as God has prepared for you some tremendous gateways to success. I just want to leave you with this. As I always say, purpose with no clarity is just a daydream. For those of you who would like to connect with us by private class, please join us for Clarity 30 on June 6th at 7 p.m. If you are interested in Clarity 30, please send us an email at clarity30@gmail.com. Again, that's clarity30@gmail.com. Remember what we say, and I reiterate. Purpose with no clarity is just a daydream. I hope to see you next week for Clarity 15 and on June 6th for Clarity 30. as we work on your purpose. Godspeed.